Today we're going to talk about uncentered, unstable notes at the trombone, this kind of thing, and how to fix them. So I thought I'd demonstrate this point most vividly today through a case study with a student of mine from Germany called Wolfram. He's a great amateur jazz trombonist and wanted to learn tuba. So check out the first lesson and his sixth lesson. So the big question, of course, is how did we make that transition, that transformation? This is what Wolfram himself thought was the problem. He says, I need more lip tension. Now, I've heard this so often, especially from amateur players, amateur adults. They think it's something technical at the body. And time and again, I've proved to them that this is not the case, or it's not the primary case. It's not the first step that we should be working at improving our sound. The first step should always be the inner singing voice, like the master architect of our entire being, our trombone player from within. As Arnold Jacobs is famously quoted, play music to develop the embouchure, not the other way round. So often players want to begin with technical things, mouth especially, and they don't solve the problem. Begin with music, begin with musical thought, musical song, and you'll have much greater chances of improvement. So the first step is getting good vowel sounds. So listen how he sings back the vowel sounds that I demonstrate. Toi. Did you hear the difference? I sing toi and he sings to. You may say, Nick, what's the difference? Or that's hardly any difference. But there's a huge difference. Toi, to. Sing those two vowel sounds yourself and maybe close your eyes. You'll feel there's a big difference in the inner cavity, for example. Now I'm getting technical just to demonstrate the difference, but it's also a matter of tone color. So after he changes this tiny thing with the vowel sound, he had much more success in getting a more balanced slur. Listen to the difference. So the second main point I want to share with you today is the power of connecting airstream, connecting sound. So I noticed that, for example, Wolfgang would always begin the lessons, the first few lessons, playing the notes separately, like this, for example. So you can hear the F and the higher B flat getting unstable with this approach. So although there is a time and a place for practicing notes separate, if you're struggling with this stability of sound, I would highly recommend beginning with connecting these notes with air, because it's the only true way to hear how your air connection is. If we're just tonguing, just starting separate notes, there's a lot of cheating we can do within our oral cavity. And this is no longer possible when we're forced to connect sounds and notes with air, because there's no tongue getting in the way anymore. After we then switched to working on natural slurs and airflow, he was able to play a slur like this, for example. So of course there's still further room for improvement there, but hopefully you could hear that the first two notes, the low B flat and the F, were much more stable than before. And it was especially this F for the tuba, that's the middle register, that would be like our middle F, which is so often the problem register. For him, that was always breaking off. And after working on vowel sounds and air connection with natural slurs, this faded away quite quickly for Wolfram. So to summarize today's lessons, if you have a wobbly sound in certain registers, before you try and correct your embouchure or other parts of your body, the tongue, etc., go back to first principles. Work on your vowel sounds, i.e. your inner song, and your wind, the moving air between the notes. Connect the notes. See that your airflow is relaxed, active, and moving. So if you're looking for specialized trombone techniques to improve the stability of your sound, be sure to grab a copy of my Golden Sound Trombone training. The link's below. Check out what a recent trombonist had to say about this course. I practiced the first 2 lessons about breathing and intonation. It's phenomenal stuff because it's the key to almost everything else. Follow the link below, grab your copy. Good luck, happy sliding. See you next time.